Hello guys and welcome back to Ollie's on the Ball. Today these are my English Premier League 2024-25 mid-season predictions. So as you would have known if you've been watching the channel, it's the footy off-season, which is my main content. So I'm doing some predictions, I'm doing Premier League, I think I might be doing like NBA, maybe like Champions League some point down the road, but I know they're about 10 games in, but it's better than not doing it at all when hopefully you enjoy the video. So I'll just go team by team and then Golden Boot and Player of the Season. So in 20th place we have Ipswich Town, who were promoted from the Championship. So last season they finished in second in the Championship, as I just said. Last season record was 28, 12 and 6. Currently 10 games in the 18th with a current record of 0 wins, 5 losses, 5 draws, and their top scorer is Liam Delap. I probably butchered that pronunciation, with 5 goals. So I reckon they'll finish 20 and probably go straight back down to the Championship. Next team is Wolverhampton. Last season in the Premier League they finished 14th with a record of 13, 7 and 18, so not too bad. Currently though, they're 20th with a record of 0, 3 and 7. 7 losses already. Their top goal scorer is Jorgen Strand Larsen with 4 goals. So, been in the Premier League for a while, but I reckon this will be the season where they get relegated. And final relegation spot goes to Crystal Palace. I reckon they'll finish 18th. Last season they did really well, finished 10th with a record of 13, 10 and 15. Current place, they're 17th with a record of 1, 4 and 5. And their top goal scorer is Jean-Philippe Mateta with 3 goals. In 17th, I have Everton. Last season, they finished 15th with a record of 13, 9 and 16. Currently, they're 16th with a current record of 2, 3 and 5. Their top goal scorer is Dwight McNeil with 3 goals. So I reckon they'll just hold on, stay in the Premier League for another season, and hopefully ready for their new stadium. And then in 16th, I have Southampton. Last season they finished 4th in the Championship, won manual promotion like that to win the playoff. Last season record 26, 9 and 11. Current place in the Premier League 19th. Current record 1, 1 and 8, and top goal scorer is Cameron Archer with 2. So they're not going so well, but I reckon they'll stay up in the Premier League. In 15th place I have Bournemouth. Last season they finished 12th. They're with a record of 13, 9 and 16. Their current place is 10th in the Premier League, so a very good start with a record of 4, 3 and 3. And their top goal scorer is Antoine Semenyo. I've probably mispronounced that, with 4 goals. So I reckon they'll stay up, not go as well as what they're currently going, but they'll stay up and finish 15th. Next in 14th, I've got Fulham. Last season they finished 13th. Last season record was 13, 8 and 17. Currently they're 9th in the league, which is really good spot. And their current record is 4, 3 and 3. So they're doing pretty well, but I reckon they'll fall a bit to finish 14th. Their top goal scorer so far is Raul Jimenez with 4 goals. 13th is my team Brentford. Last season they finished 16th with a record of 10, 9 and 19. Current place they're 12th with a record of 4, 1 and 5. Their top goal scorer is Brian Mbeumo with 8 goals. So I reckon they'll fall a place but avoid relegation. 12th is Leicester City. Last season, after being in the Premier League the season before, they finished 1st in the Championship. Last season record 31, 4 and 11. Current place 15th. Current record 2, 4 and 4. Their top goal scorer is Jamie Vardy, who's been with them for a long time, including when they won the Premier League not too long ago. So I reckon they'll finish 12th. Next team is West Ham. Last season they finished 9th with a record of 14, 10 and 14. Currently they're in 14th with a record of 3, 2 and 5. Their top goal scorer is Jared Bowen with 3 goals. So I reckon they'll have a pretty decent season, not as good as last year, but still finish 11th. 10th place I've got Brighton Hove and Albion. Last season 11th with a record of 12, 12 and 14. Current place is 8th with a current record of 4, 4 and 2. So a pretty good start. And their top goal scorer at the minute is Danny Welbeck with 6 goals. So I reckon they'll have a pretty good season and one up last year's finish of 11th, finishing 10th. Now we're into the top 9. So in 9th, the real underdog, I have Nottingham Forest. Last season they finished 17th, so just avoided relegation with a record of 9, 9 and 20. Current place is 3rd, and their current record is 5, 4 and 1. Their top goal scorer so far is Chris Wood from New Zealand, which is quite rare to see a New Zealand player, but they've had an outstanding start. I reckon they will fall off. I can't see them finishing 3rd in the Premier League, but I reckon they'll end up finishing 9th, which is a pretty good finish. In 8th place, I have Manchester United. Last season, they finished 8th with a record of 18, 6 and 14, so probably slightly disappointed from Manchester United fans, but current place 13th, the record of 3, 3 and 4. They've had a shocking start. Their top scorer is Alejandro Garnacho with 2 goals. In 7th place is Tottenham Hotspur. Last season they finished 5th, but they did choke the league. They bottled the league a bit. They were first after about 10 rounds. Current place is 7th, record of 5, 4 and 1. Their top goal scorers are Heung-min Son and James Maddison, both on 3 goals. 6th is Newcastle United. Last season finished 7th. Last season record was 18, 6 and 14. Their current place is 11th, so not great. And their current record is 4, 3 and 3. And their top goal scorer is Alexander Isak with 3 goals. 5th place is Aston Villa. Last season 4th. Last season record 28 and 10. Current place in the Premier League, they're 6th with a record of 5, 3 and 2, and the top goal scorer is Ollie Watkins. So last year they had an outstanding season. I reckon they'll have another pretty good season, qualify for the Europa League, but this season they're playing the Champions League, which will be interesting, and have a pretty good season in general. Next team is Chelsea. Last season they finished 6th. Last season record 18, 9 and 11. Current place they're in 4th. Current record is 5, 3 and 2, and their top scorer is Cole Palmer, who's been a very good player for them, on 7 goals. So I reckon they'll finish 4th, have a pretty good season after probably a lousy season the year before, lousy couple of seasons. And yeah, finish 4th. Next team I have in 3rd is Manchester City. Last season they finished 1st with a record of 28, 7 and 3. Currently they're sitting 2nd with a record of 7, 2 and 1. And their leading goal scorer, what a surprise, it's Erling Haaland with 11 goals, leading the league goal scoring so far again. And can they win like a 4th Premier League in a row? I think something like that. I don't reckon they will. I reckon they'll get pipped at the post by Liverpool and Arsenal. Second place, speaking of Arsenal, is Arsenal. Last season finished 2nd with a record of 28, 5 and 5. Like Arsenal tend to do, they kind of choke the league a bit. Their current place is 5th with a record of 5, 3 and 2, so not a great start. And their top goal scorer is Kai Havertz with 4. Then finally in first place I have Liverpool, with last season finishing 3rd. And they're with a record of 24, 10 and 4. Currently they're first with a record of 8, 1 and 1. And their top goal scorer is Mo Salah with 7 goals. So there's my table. And then finally the award winners. Golden Boot, Erling Haaland wins again with 32 goals. Chris Wood in 2nd with 28. Cole Palmer in 3rd with 27. Ollie Watkins in 4th with 25. And number 5 is Danny Welbeck with 24 goals. The player of the tournament I reckon will help Liverpool win the league is Virgil van Dijk from the Netherlands. So thanks for watching this Eyes on the Ball video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm trying to reach 200 subs by the end of the year. As of recording, I'm on 176, so pretty close. But if you enjoy the content, as I said, it would help out the channel. But thanks for watching and see you next time.